Hi, I wanted to just take a second and kind of go through and show you kind of the features of Flipgrid and what you can all do with it. So the first thing you're going to do is log in, and I would log in using your educator Google account. And you can do that at this website up here, admin.flipgrid.com. When you do that, if you're already logged into your plusval.org, it should log you in, maybe have you sign into your Google. I am already, so it'll just get me in here right away. After that, it'll give you the dashboard, and it'll show you the different grids that you have, how many topics are in each grid, and then it'll show you how many minutes of engagement you have for your students. And then there's the add new grid button. So how I look at grids are basically like, in my mind, classes or bigger things. So I'm going to type mine test period 1. Might say, some people might call this earth science or something like that. So then from there, you have 3 different options. You can use your school email, student ID, or the PLC or public. So public would be good if you're flip grading with a different school or different people around the world. School is good if you want to have a little bit more control. So you can still use this for flip grading with other schools, and that's the one that we're going to choose. So from there, I hit next, and then now I have to type in the email addresses or the ending of the email addresses that students will use to access this Flipgrid. So right now, anyone that tries to access my Flipgrid must be logging in with a email account that ends in @plusval.org. It is important to remember that only students with Google or Microsoft accounts will be able to access this, or parents, or anyone else you want to. So we are fine because we have a Google account. So after that, I hit next, and then now really, my grid is ready to go. So my test hour period Earth Science 1 is good to go. And if I don't like this picture, I can go into actions and edit grid and change some of the settings in it and things like that, which we'll show you in a little bit. But then underneath this grid, the first thing that you'll notice is an introductions topic. That is always there. If you don't like it, you don't want it, you can hit edit or delete, whatever you want to do. The next thing you do is you can add other topics. So I look at these as questions that the students are going to answer. So what things do you want them to do? So they could be statements, they could be questions, they could be where they put their learning, however you choose to use in your class. So if I hit add new topic, I'm going to be able to title the topic, like what did you do this summer? Okay. And I can select how long I want them to talk about. Well, this is a pretty big topic, so I'm going to give them 2 minutes to talk about it. And then from there, I can write any other prompts that I want them to do. This part does need to be filled out, so you need to type something. And then from there, you can kind of add like a picture that goes along with it. So I'm going to pick this, and I'm going to type in summer. Because I'm talking about summer. Ooh, I love this picture. That looks great. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to hit select. So then now, if I want more things, if I think I'm good, I'm ready to go, then hit create topic right down here at the red button. But I want more things. So I'm going to hit more options. So then now I can put in tip to help kids answer. So don't forget to talk about your vacations or staycations. I can put down things that I want them to do, to talk about. From there, I can add in other attachments if I want them to do, or a title of the attachments if I have stuff for that. This one a lot of people use is this is video moderation. So what this is, if I have this turned on, none of the videos will show up until I actually approve them. So I would have to actually look at each individual video and make sure that it is not hidden but active now. I'm going to turn that off. But if I did that, that would be a great way if I was a teacher and I wanted to have student, Billy is going to do number 1, Jenny is going to do number 2, Abby's going to do number 3. Then after all of that, I look at those, then I can open that up so people can kind of help each other. I like that maybe like a study guide, like some way of reviewing, and you want to make sure they get it before. Or you can leave it open for a study guide, and then they can kind of help each other out. They can also reply to each other if I have this on, or I can turn it off. Okay, and I can go like that. Down here, these are if the students can like, so they can show which ones they like, so they can put hearts by it. The count of how many they look at. If there's any links, if they need to link to like a document or something, they can do that. And then now they can this is like how they spice up their videos. So they can add selfies, videos, things like that. The feedback is really for you. So there's 2 types of feedback that Flipgrid gives you, is performance or ideas, and it kind of gives you like a generic rubric on those 2 things. Or you can do a custom feedback, and you can create criteria that way. And I'll let you look into that on your own if you're interested. Otherwise, let me know. Then after that, I hit create topic. So once I hit create topic, then my topic is ready to go. And this is how I can share it with my students. I can either copy this, put it on my website. I can share it to Google Classroom right there. And then I can get it that way. So now this is what the students will see. Here's my description. Here's what my tips say. And then they'll go down. They can go down and they can actually hit the plus green button. This is my dashboard, so it looks different and they can see what it looks like. So then now I can share my own or whatever I'd like to do. So when I told you about some of the things that I have, sorry, my grids, I put some up that you'll see introductions. So now these are the responses that I have. And you can see these are all hidden because I have moderation on here. So the only one that's active is mine. So people can actually see mine to see kind of go off what they're looking for. But then they can, right now they can't see each other's until I do that. All right. Thanks for watching and let me know if you have any questions.